Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see, we are into April 2, so the new month has the remaining of April as will continue in this. I nearly said a new month has begun, but it hasn't. I'm getting a little bit confused. It's too early, guys, honestly. Right, there we go. We've got two of those. We've got a... Oh, is that still a good price to sell? Let's just have a little look. It might still be a good price to sell. Fabric is even better than it was in the last one. Now, we're just going to have a little slow wander around to here, guys. That reminds me, actually. Why does that not let me get into the Ford anymore? Oh. I don't know what's going on with that Ford at the moment. Right, I've kind of messed up there, haven't I? I got into the car while still holding the fabric, and it's kind of just ruined everything. I've noticed since yesterday, guys, it's really weird. The Ford seems to be struggling to let me get in it, and I don't really understand why. Yeah, really bizarre, actually. Right, so that has now gone into there, so we can get that out of there. We have officially run out of food for the cows, guys. We knew it was happening. So we're gonna maybe get a little bit of a break on the milk for a little bit. And yeah, this episode, guys, we are gonna be looking at, well, to be honest, we're gonna be looking at baling and wrapping, and we are gonna be looking at buying the McHale baler wrapper. Now, the reason why I'm just quickly taking this is this should give us a little bit of money in the bank that we are desperately needing to... There we go. £94,452. Now, we do need to go into this one. I will just quickly attach that, and we will just drop that a little bit of water into there, because we're going to have to use a massive Ferguson for a little bit. If you're wondering why we have to use a massive Ferguson for a little bit, and it is genuinely just because at the end of the day, yeah, all my other tractors are out in the field working. We've got the Deutz-Fahr rolling, we've got the Ford mowing, which means we've just got to borrow the massive Ferguson to take some stuff to the shop. And what we're going to do is we're going to sell our baler, and we're going to sell our wrapper, and we are going to buy a baler wrapper. Now, we will not be making bales any bigger. The bales will still be the same size. There is nothing we can do about that. We definitely can't afford a bigger baler wrapper. Alright, sneezing. I have not had my hay fever medicine today, so yeah, I've kind of forgotten all about that. I was late getting up today, like really late getting up. I've normally recorded a video by now. Yeah, I was up early yesterday because it was my mum's birthday, and I went up to cemetery to visit her and stuff. And this morning it was just like I just didn't want to get up, to be honest. Just genuinely didn't want to get up. It was just a case of I was busy last night. I don't know if people remember when we played on AWSOME, we did some multiplayer series with Mr. Flores. I ended up playing Apex with him till quite late last night, and I just didn't want to get up this morning. I really didn't. Alarm went off and it was like, no, bugger off. The only reason I ended up getting up, I've been about an extra hour in bed this morning, and to be honest, it makes all the difference. Like, I feel worse for it because I haven't got up. You know, I would have probably still been in bed if I didn't have a dog. Honestly. But we will do a little bit of time lapsing very soon, guys. I just want to crack on with a little bit of this selling. I need one of the other tractors in order to do the job. So that's kind of why we're just procrastinating ever so slightly here, because you know we just need a different tractor. I have been looking in the shop. Nothing good has come up in the shop today, which is a shame. We don't seem to get very many bargains, or we do get bargains, but usually when we don't have the money for them, which is a shame. Right, we are over here. Let's get that into there. Let's not accidentally sell the Massey Ferguson. And we are going on to the baler. We are going to repair it. We are going to repaint it. And then we are going to sell it for £8,400. Right, we need the wrapper as well, guys. I don't believe that is enough money. I do believe I need approximately 10,000 more pounds. We have the money on the farm. We've got the wool. You know, we're not really bothered, but I want to get this sold. If I'd have thought about it, we'd have been better selling the baling equipment in March. It would have been another month younger. It would have been worth just a fraction more. But worst case, we'll get a couple of pallets of wool. We can take them to the sell point. Let's get. I believe it's parked in the same shed actually. I do believe it's in the same shed, but yeah, a few minutes in already, we haven't really done much, but you know, at the end of the day, we are buying and we are spending some big money today. It will leave us very, very low on money, but like I said, I can sell some, some wool. I've got the wood selling every month, that's in there. Big shout out to everybody who has continued with their Patreon this month, guys, and YouTube members and Twitch subscribers. I do massively appreciate the support, guys. It does hugely help towards just keeping the videos going. Yeah, honestly, it really does. You know, goes into upgrades, even paying the internet bill, things like that. Everything I get from your support, guys, goes into the channel in some way. Even if it's, for example, like, you know, we bought the 5090 graphics card. Well, the wife bought me the 5090 graphics card, but I have to be fair with her, I have given her half of it back. So at the end of the day, she wanted to do something nice for me, but she didn't realise how expensive it was. But yeah, but for example, if we don't have any upgrades or we're not buying any like new logos and things like that, you know, I do use it towards the internet, and without the internet we wouldn't be able to make these videos. So yeah, I do put it towards it. That does not need repairing, that does need painting, and that does need, there we go. Oh, I think we might still have a problem. Oh no, it's £102,000. Like I say, it is the exact same size, guys, as the previous one. We're gonna go with the white tires. They are free. We're gonna go green, black, white. We'll go with black. Right, it is gonna cost a little bit more because we do have to film binding on net. We'll just go stand. So yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. There we go. We officially have a baler wrapper. Now, in theory, this should help speed up our baling, because we can continue to bale while wrapping. So this should speed up the job, which is good because, let's be honest, one of them fields is massive. I don't think a Massey Ferguson can pull this. I never actually checked the brake horsepower then, but that's why I was kind of waiting for one of the other tractors. We've got to remember we need to do that field as well with the weeds, but we can wait till the previous, we can wait till the next month if we have the... Right, the Deutzfahr is on his final headland. Right, we might use the Deutzfahr then. But yeah, we've still got £7,168 in the bank, so that is absolutely brilliant. And just having a look. Oh, right, so that does unfold like that. I kind of just want to give the Massey Ferguson a little go with this baler wrapper. I'm not really expecting this to work or work well, but I'm just wondering how well it could work, because, you know, we pretend the send a tractor out on a contract. Just gets a little bit of extra money in while we're working. But yeah, if you notice, we don't even do any contracts anymore, guys. We literally do no contracts. It's brilliant. I think I've just pressed the right button. Yep. Right. So let's start over here. Now this is... Wow. Right, have a look. Let's have a look. I don't know how well this is going to work. I think 9 miles an hour is the working speed, but it's how well it works going up the hill. But as you can see, we are already... Oh, this is not got a 5,000 litre capacity. Right, so we do still... Ah, that's annoying. We do still have to stop, but only while it transfers. It's because it's not a quick fill, that's why. If you remember though, in the previous episode, guys, we did absolutely cock up on this field. Why? Oh no, I was going to say, why isn't that done? Wow. You literally couldn't have left that bale in a worse spot. There we go. Good job. It's got a decent pickup on this. Yeah, this is not really got the power to be running this. But once the Deutschfahr's finished, we will jump over into a different one. That's annoying. Yeah, we do have to stop. It is not, what is it? And the bales are smaller as well. Our old baler did have a capacity of 5,000 on the rack. I'll tell you what I might do, because this is a mod that I've been working on and fixing up. I might add this back to 5,000. Just means a little bit less bale. It's kind of the equivalent of having a 150 bale but in a 125 by having a 5,000 capacity. Yeah, as you can see, we are really struggling for the power here. We need the Deutschfahrt. But what we'll do is, if we can just kind of procrastinate and do a little bit, you know, as we are, and I know we're really struggling, but if we can just wait until the Deutschfahrt's ready, then we can get this into a time lapse and we can really just hammer this out a little bit. Oh my god, that is terrible. Look at it go. This is horrible. This is genuinely horrible. Come on, Deutschfahrt, hurry up. I'm desperate for you, Deutschfahrt. Please hurry up. Wow. Like I say, I don't know. Like, let's just turn the engine off, the PTO off, and let's get going. There we go. I don't think it helped we stopped on that hill to drop the bale. We'll be alright when we go down, but when that Deutschfahrt reaches this bottom corner, we're right next to it. This is hell. This is hell. Jeez. I do believe the Ford is stuck. The Ford is stuck. What is the Ford stuck on? The Ford is stuck. Guys, what's this all about? Oh, when we were cutting the trees, I had one tree glitch out. It fell through the floor. I wonder if that's the tree that... Well, it must be. It's the only tree I didn't move. Yeah, when... Off recording, when I did them tree removals, guys, I had a tree fall through the floor. Now, I didn't really think anything of it. I thought, oh, well, the tree's gone. It's fallen through the floor. I didn't expect the tree to magically appear in a random field. I didn't really mention it before, because, well, I didn't really see much point in it. I just thought the tree was gone forever. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. There we go. So yeah, the Ford will speed up a little bit now. I'm still looking for the Deutschfahrt. It must be in the top corner. I've done it again. Right, we're gonna do this slightly different. I need to get as much done as I can. Let's go downhill. Downhill works fine. Let's go downhill. There we go. We will have all the speed and the power in a moment, guys, and we can actually crack on. Like I say, we will get this into a time lapse. It'll be a relatively big time lapse, one of my like 3-minute ones, just so we can get as much of this done as we can. I've got to remember though to keep stopping while it unloads still. Otherwise we're going to end up with massive patches of grass all over. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be doing now. Yeah, we own a bale of wrapper. I'm loving that. We own a bale of wrapper. We own a bale of wrapper. We finally own one. And like I say, yes, right now it's not any quicker, but it will be in a second or two when we get this done. Come on, Deutschfahrer. You're this little massy while you're the daddy of the farm. Let's get the little... Let's get the little baby off the dock. Let's get the little baby off. Come on. This one's exhausted. It's got to go for a nap. Right, there we go. That's it. I could have done all this on the time lapse. It's kind of wasting the time lapse. Right, there we go. And we are picking back up there. Yes, we are. So yeah, like I say, guys, we'll get the radio on and we'll get as much as we can in the next few minutes. Taking a while. It's not that much quicker. That's the worst thing. Actually, no, I tell you, like, it is a lot quicker to be getting this done. The issue I've got is the bales being only 3,500. I'm used to them being 5,000 litres now, and yeah, long story short, it's playing havoc with the amount of time I have to stop. Also, I took off the round bale extension mod because I thought that it would just move the bale over and I could carry on. Now realise that is not this mod that you can do that on. Yes, I don't have access to that field. Let me just go around here. Remember when we started this series, guys, how different the farm is now compared to what it was. It's unreal. Whoa. There we go. to there. This is the bit that, you see what I mean about not having the round baler extension? It is just giving me a bit of havoc with the dropping of this. Now we have had obviously one big time lapse. It would be very, very, very nice indeed to have another one. Yes, we don't need you rolling into the water. That's for sure. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing the field in such a weird shape, obviously I don't want to do the headland because the tractor in a minute is going to go over to this side, and I don't want any bales to be in its way. So we're trying to stay away from the mower at the moment, but I do feel like this job is going to take us into May. It's just the way that it is looking at the moment. Definitely looking like it's going to take us to May. And I will definitely in the next episode have a slightly different trip bale size. These bales will all be 3,500 litres now. That's just the way it has to be. But I'm using more bale wrap, I'm using more bale net because of it. Everything's just more, and I don't like stopping more either. It is it's one of the reasons why I did like the original baler, is the 5,000 litre capacity. It's brilliant. He's coming up here. We might be in his way in a minute. Well, let's just hopefully get out of his way. Whoa, he's a bull in a china shop, that driver. Absolute maniac. Maniac, pal. You're a maniac. Yeah, what is it? 7,889 litres. I do believe the money is going up from our wood. I think that's why the money is increasing. It will be the wood. The wood production is massively OP, guys. I do think that, like, if I come to do a survival series where we just start with a chainsaw and like a proper crappy tractor, I think we would be inclined to reduce the output of that. Probably half it, because if it's too easy and you make too much money too early, it's not exactly a survival series. Now, that's, you know, a problem in itself, really. I want to get that headland done, but I'm gonna pick up and make a bit of a mess around here. Yeah, we haven't got overly long left, and I just feel like this is definitely going to take us into May. I could do it off recording, but I don't want to. I want to get the baler changed, the sizing of the bales and that sorted and adjusted to how I like it personally. I do think the 3,500 litre capacity on the 125 bales is a little bit on the small side. It makes me not want to make 125 bales, that's the problem. That's why I don't tend to do small bales very often. But at least if you've got a 125 bale but it's 5,000 litres, that extra 1,500 litres is a good size difference. Also means a few less bales to actually have to pick up. As you can see, absolute zero errors in the log. So yeah, it was nice to get this fixed up. We are going through bale wrap and bale net very, very quickly, but we have done 2 fields. Now, our original grass field, guys, will no longer be a grass field. We are gonna possibly look at putting something like carrots in it, or some kind of root crop. I think is going to be good. Now, if you're wondering, yeah, we could do sugar beet, but we've already got a big field of sugar beet. I kind of don't want to do sugar beet. I'll tell you what I have thought, and now this is a genuine, like, clear thought. If we were to put sugar beet in that grass field next year, our normal sugar beet field we use now, we could half that. Actually, we could cut it into thirds, and like we could have grass in 1/3, not grass, we could have carrots in 1/3, we could have parsnips in 1/3, and we could have beetroot, and that would get us the other production up and running. Even if it's just a baby one, if we're doing all of it, you know, all the products in it, rather than just one, it might be better for us. Yes, I don't have access to this land, it's not mine. That beeping is very, very annoying. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do maybe a couple more strips, guys, and I think that might be where we leave this episode. Yeah, we'll definitely have bigger 3.5, bigger 125 bales later on. That is definitely something we are going to be adjusting pretty much. I'll probably adjust that before I even start editing. Just because I'd look to get them. Because I have got a memory like a goldfish. Maybe if we can just do these little bits here, we'll be quite good. You know, up to where we, you know, so we've done this half of a field. It also means we'll have some bales ready one month and some bales ready the next month. That's also not a bad thing because it means we can spread the feed out. Now we're obviously gonna, once this becomes silage, we will just completely and utterly just throw it in. We'll fill it up completely, and we're probably gonna start having to leave bales in front because I do forget to feed the cows. And they are one of our, well, to be fair, they were one of our biggest form of income was the cows, because the milk it produced was just unreal. But now our productions, like the wood, the wool, the fabric, you know, all that kind of stuff, that's just leaps and bounds ahead. Done it again. I need that thing where it automatically stops. I need to put the round baler extension back on. It does screw me over just a little bit. I need to get this farm truck installed as well. I do believe that is a harvester. Let's just have a little look. It is. Oh, that's a nice big house. Like, we could maybe look at getting something like this very soon. But just right now, it's just not possible. But we have now got £8,076 in the bank. So there is more money for us. It's got to be the wood. I think the wood's the only thing that automatically sells. Down at the dairy though, guys, we do have a lot of products. I haven't forgotten about all the products at the dairy. Yeah, I genuinely haven't forgotten about them. I just haven't had a chance to really go down. We will probably have quite a bit more. Yeah, the sugar's going down. Yeah, we've got a few more here now. Let's just move that over there so it's out of the way. Yeah, that's... We've nearly got another bottled milk. We've nearly got another chocolate. And we're over halfway to a butter as well. As you can see on here, we are using a lot of bale wrap. We have nearly used half the bale wrap. We have definitely used more than half of the bale net, so we will need some more on that soon. We've got 3 more strips to do here. Nah, technically. I've done it again. I know other farm simmers who do this exact same thing. That's why we all love the round bale add-on. I didn't think I would need it with this bale wrap, which is why I took it out. I was very, very sadly mistaken. this machine is grafted already. Look how much dirt is on this thing already, on this baler. Jesus Christ. It's absolutely grafted. Oh, it looks like we have some rain inbound. Has the Ford finally finished? No, not quite, but he's nearly there. I'm kind of waiting for the Ford to finish. I thought that might be a really good place to end, actually, for the Ford. You know, with the mower finishing. And that way we've just got baling to do in the next episode, really. We'll have other things to do, but, you know, I meant more in this field. As soon as he comes up completed, and that's a good point to end. And I'm not really sure how long this video is going to be. If I'd have realised that mower was going to be so long, I would have probably done a second time lapse just to get a little bit more work done, to be honest. But if we do it too quickly, we'll have nothing else to do in the next episode. All our fields are kind of planted now. We could technically plant carrots in this first field, but in that field there, we would have to get there we go. He has finished. Yeah, we'd have to get all those bales moved. We'd have to get it ploughed, and we'd have to get it planted all in May. And that's a challenge in itself. But there we go. That is where we are going to leave this episode. We have got a lot to do in the next episode, no matter what, because we've got all the bales to move and finish wrapping. But yeah, there we go. We have the McHale Fusion 4 Pro, and to be honest, once I adjust that bale size, it will be absolutely fantastic. Now we just got to get in. See what I mean? It's not letting me into the Ford anymore. It's very weird. Never used to have a problem. There we go. But yeah. Oh, hang on. Control T. That's why. There we go. It was in parking mode. I don't understand why I put it in parking mode, but I did. But as I say, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.